today's video, we are going to be taking down a tree. So we've got some root rot on a tree. It got really cold all of a sudden here and then got really hot, and well, our tree was not able to make it, and clearly there's been something else going on with it, so it's just time for it to go. So we're going to go ahead and pull the old Johnny Popper over, cut some things down, yank the trunk out of the ground, and see what happens. So here's the tree in question. You can see here, this section is dead and this section's alive. And good majority of the time when you've got that going on, you've got what is known as root rot, which could be a fungus, could be a disease, could be all kinds of stuff, something in the soil. And my guess it's something in the soil because for some reason, trees like this birch tree, they don't like to grow here. This one's doing great. That one's doing just fine, but this one over here, and I'll show you here. See how that's wobbly? It's rotted from its roots, at least a good majority of them. And that's not good. And we don't want that falling over onto the chicken coop. And so we're gonna go ahead and cut it down at about here and get this tall section out of the way. And then we'll pull the tractor over, wrap a strap around here, and slowly pull it out of the ground. That way we're not disrupting this little tree over here. So that's what the plan is today. So the first thing I'm gonna do to take this tree down is I'm gonna lob off some of these limbs out here, just so that I can get in here in a nice way, and then we don't have a ton of arms coming down and whacking everything, because we're gonna wanna fall it over here in the pit area, but not hitting the glass. So we're gonna move that out of the way, but we want the top of the tree to fall here. So that's the plan. So I've gotten the branches cut down as far as I could reach on the old Johnny Popper. And now I'm just making a small notch. Not sure if you can see that little gash there in the tree. Let's make a couple small notches to make it weak, so that when I throw a little baseball connected to a rope up there, I can yank it down without the tractor being in the way and hurting anything. So once I get it cut off there, I'll be able to cut it off, right there, and shorten it down. That way we don't have a whole tree falling on our coop. So see you when I'm ready to yank her. All right, so we've got the tractor moved, we got the tree cut, and we've got it ready to come down, and we got our tennis ball. So we'll go ahead and throw this up there and see if we can't get that tree to come down where we want it to. All right, let's see if my aim is true today. Definitely not. Got the wrong tree though. Finally. Jeez. All right, we finally got her down. This is what we've got remaining. So I'll go ahead and cut this down a little further. That way we can get the tractor over the stump. And we'll go ahead and get this moved out of the way and yank the tree out to see what we got in the roots department. Okay, so now that we have the long stump, I'd like to cut it down further, but it's hot. So I'm just gonna hook up the hydraulics and try to shimmy it out, and then hopefully I won't tear up the soil too much. So OSHA probably would not approve of that, but we're gonna give her a try. So go ahead and get the tractor here neutral. that the roots are definitely in there still. So we'll go ahead and just try to give her a couple yanks and pull it out. I was gonna record pulling it out, but I just let the clutch out and it popped out. We just didn't quite have enough, you know. It probably because the rope stretched, it'll be fine. But those roots weren't accepting water at all. They're brittle, they're not rubbery. Not a single bit of nutrients in that, just dried up. Yep. But anyway, we were able to get the stump out without damaging too much of the soil, and we got to put the tractor to use. So thank you for coming along with me here on this little bit of a stump tree removal. I know it was kind of like choppy here and there, just kind of updating you as I went, but I hope to see you next time here at Homestead, and like and subscribe. See you next time.